What's good? It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We back with the Box Clinic and more. If you don't know, now you know we do more than boxing, more than sports. Do a little politics and a little bit of music, a little bit of entertainment and everything else. And I chose to do a review on Jeezy Pressure album. I definitely like the last Trap or Die, was the Trap or Die 3 album. And I heard somebody say, "Oh, the album wasn't that good," and I'm just gonna take their opinion on it. One thing you don't do is never just take somebody's opinion on anything. These dudes. I found out growing up that people with opinions, they don't be listening to stuff, or they really ain't tried it. They be perping, or they might listen to a track or two, we referring to music, and just turn it off. And for me to really rate an album, to give you an honest, completely rate an album, I gotta listen like 5 or 7 times. And then when I listen to it for like 20th time, I still find songs or hear stuff that somebody may say, like, dang, he said that. That's a dope song. Oh, you know what? Never have a knee-jerk reaction. I actually listened to this twice, and it was solid. It's not one of his greatest, albums, not up there with Thug Motivation 101 or The Recession, which I rate number 2. It's not, the second one was my personal favorite. Not saying it's better than any of them. The Motivation 102, it was just a message that he was sending, the growth that you seen from the first album to the second album. And a lot of guys, they don't understand that, and the growth of music, but in this CD, he had a lot of, he had some future features. I ain't gonna say a lot of features because a lot of albums nowadays got features on every song. He didn't have that. I like the Cole feature on was it Black America. I didn't like Kendrick part. It was very short and simple. He just did some voiceover and just got on, wasn't even a verse. People say, oh, he gave Kendrick a lyrical lesson. J. Cole. I mean, it didn't sound like Kendrick even tried. It was solid, but Cole definitely was the platinum standard for features on this one. He killed it. 2 Chainz killed it as well. YG killed it. I'm not a fan of Kodak Black. Sound like he whining on the track. I like the song with Tory Lanez. I think Tory Lanez and Ross, Wiz the Kid, and Trey Songz. I really like the CD. It was very solid. Of course, Detroit represented the first 2 tracks. T Grizzy killed it. Payroll Giovanni did a great job as well. He used to be signed to Jeezy, and they still have a solid relationship, I see. Overall, it was a solid album. For somebody that been in the game since 03, 04, and Jeezy as a major artist, and you be over 10 years and you still can drop an album like that, and you still can create a buzz. I definitely can feel that. A lot of guys' window in rap is like maybe 1 or 2 albums, 3 at the most, and they lose touch, especially as the genre in rap is changing to more of a trash genre, in my opinion. And a lot of these major artists say, "Oh, open your mind and try something new." I'm just not open to hearing artists now becoming a user, and an abuser of drugs. I'm not with that, for the most part. As far as the production on this, the production was good. It was usual Jeezy beats, usually trap beats. It did have some twists on there with some guys singing, so he did have some crossover type beats. And I know a lot of people say, well, it's not on the radio. And his last album wasn't on the radio until they caught wind of Bankroll Fresh. And that song they did is all there. And he got a lot of, potential great radio songs, in my opinion. But, it is what it is, man. They want to push a certain thing on the radio. Not to get off topic. They want to push trash rap. They don't want to push, even trap rap no more, for the most part. Now, trap rappers or rappers, from the past, just to get on the radio, have to dumb it down with, less than par artists. It's obviously an agenda to push on trash rap on to the culture of rap, and to push on, women's clothes and gay things. But I won't get into much of that. If I had to rate this album, I'll give it a solid 7. I'll give it a solid 6.5, 7, somewhere in there. I know if I listen to it more, I'll probably like it a little bit more. But it's a solid 7. Even in today's rap, it's not a 9.5 like Jeezy first one, or some people might rate it a 10.10, or it's not like 8.5 or 8 like the second one, or The Recession was another 9.5, 9 type of album in my opinion. But see guys like T.I. who still can't rekindle that flame they once had with urban music and trap music, and Jeezy still dropping gems like this, in this era of watered down rap without the push or the push of major radio stations getting behind them still, it's great to see. Maybe they playing in Atlanta, but where I'm at in Detroit, it's not too much play. He's big here, he's one of Detroit's favorite artists that come here. But let me know what y'all think. We gone.